Okay, so I've just been following this trend. The Nigerians are reacting to this particular story about Femi Otedola's speech at the wedding of his daughter to Mr. Easy. A couple of them really they struck me. Remember that this wedding is not even a recent wedding. It was a wedding of what? How many? Some few days back, and one would wonder why is it trending today. So I just got some interesting reaction to the speech of Otedola. Otedola said a lot of things. Amongst them is the fact that he respected Mr. Easy, not just because he's a singer, but he is a businessman. Yes, somebody who knows what it means to manage a business. Do you know that Mr. Easy actually has businesses scattered across 18 countries on the African continent? And you think these men don't know what they're doing? I mean, they are not going to come that small. Mr. Easy isn't going to come that small. You know, a poor man will not come through to come and marry that, Otedola's daughter, just like that. I mean, you have to count for something. You have to have some value. And the value comes with the fact that you've got some leverage. So you're not going to be like, say, you want to chop money. Now, check this out.
Destiny prevails. I'm extremely delighted to have you all here today to mark this memorable occasion. We miss Mrs. Ifeoma Akibade. May her gentle soul continue to rest in peace. God knows best. In 2017, precisely about 8 years ago, Femi said she wanted to introduce me to Tosin. Said, no problem, bring him. So he came, I saw his dreadlocks. I looked at him and I said, well, but something struck me that day. They call me the prophet, so I have that very strong intuition. Something struck me that I say, this is Temi's husband. 8 years after, the dream has come true. Congratulations. I must give credit to Nana, because when we had Temi, I was busy hustling, looking for money to look after them. And she sacrificed everything, all my bad habits, to make sure they were well looked after and spent every minute with them. Before I go on, I want to also most sincerely thank some of my special guests there, Anil and Ritidra, Shanka and Sinotu, Sunita, Mr. Tunde Folawiyo and Reni Folawiyo. 50 years ago, Tunde's late father was probably the richest man in Africa. Alhaji Chief Folawiyo, he opened my eyes to what we call today chop lie. Tunde, thank you very much. Samad Rabio, I remember my junior brother is here, Timi. He went to the same school with Samad. I remember 50 years ago, Timi came back from Kano and said, hey, brother Femi, you know what? I said, what? There's one guy in our school, Mr. Samad Rabio. He has a Honda car. Honda, really? Said yes. His father bought him a Honda 50 years ago. Samad, I'm very proud of your success and your achievements. Today's chairman, Alhaji Aliko Dangote. When he was rounding up his speech, I thought he was going to say, okay, all these beautiful people here, I should give you all $10 million. We're 100 there. Ali, that would have cost you $1 billion out of $80 billion. You still have 79 left. "40 years ago, I used to, of course, know of a car called a Rolls Royce. We're living on Enugu State. Aliko was living in Chilakaku. So on Sundays, I'll just take a walk. Of course, he didn't know me. I'll take a walk to his house and look at Rolls Royce. 40 years ago. Aliko, like I always tell you, you're the miracle man. God has used you to make Nigeria a great country. Temi, what I have in common with Temi is very spiritual. Extremely spiritual. Spiritual bond. This wedding, I can tell you for nothing. As well, they call me a prophet is blessed. Blessed by God. I'll tell you 2 incidents why I'm saying it's blessed. We were going to have the engagement in Dubai, in my house in Dubai, and there was a war between Israel and Iran, and they fired a missile to Qatar 10 days before the wedding. And I thought of it. I was a bit worried. I said, so it means we're going to cancel the engagement. I said, no, it will happen. We'll see how it's going to play out with God. And God said, no, we're going to bless this. And it happened. This tent we are in, last week, I just saw a video. There was a storm and it blew away the whole tent. I said, what? A week to the wedding. I said, Tosin, go and chat all the 747s in this world and let them bring you tents, whatever they're going to build. We must hold this ceremony today. And God, look at you. Can imagine if this had happened 2 days before. So this is blessed by God. I always go to Dubai. So this is the December 2.5 years ago. Temi called me. Papa, what are you doing? I said, Papa, let's go to Dubai. So we got on the plane. We got to Dubai. There's this guy that has been showing me properties in Dubai for the last 15 years. I never bought. I go to Emirates, so I must have looked at least, I'm not exaggerating, at least 70 properties. I never bought any. So I now called up the guy when Dubai, like sightseeing. Let's see what's in the market. So we go to Dubai Hills. So we saw this beautiful house where we had the engagement. And Temi said to me, Papa, I can have my engagement ceremony in this house. Why didn't you buy it? That's what she said. She doesn't talk much, but very deep. Yeah. So I got home. I slept over it. I said, I'm going to spend all this money on this house. Something else struck me that, come on, Femi, you know what? Money you don't spend is not yours. Life is for the living. So I called up the agent. I said, okay, I'll buy the house. So I bought it. 8 months ago, on the same street, the agent called me again that there was another house they just completed, found it to look at it. I said, why not? So when I looked at it, it's a beautiful house, but I have a house, of course. Then Temi came to visit me. Again, I said, Temi, there's one house. Let's go look at it. I like looking at houses with Temi and copy and so. Temi I said, Papa, this house would be nice for our after party. I say, you're very unserious. Anyway, to make our peace, I bought it. On the same street. So we had the after party there. Temi, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. You found a great guy. Very great guy, blessed guy. He's come from a very decent family. One thing I'll advise you to me is you have to succumb to the whims and caprices of your husband. Okay? He's your husband, he's your boss. There's no more dad, you don't call me up. So, one thing I like about both of you and I've observed is you're truly in love with each other. Truly, truly in love with each other. Temi is an entrepreneur. Tosi is an entrepreneur. So you match each other. This is made in heaven. For Tosi, you're going to go places. I've seen the entrepreneurial skill in you. when we were much younger, we think we used to hustle, but not like your generation. We are hustlers, real hustlers. And it's always paid off. Continue to love Femi. When you have issues, problems, just keep it within yourself. Never call any friend, I have this problem. Just keep it within your walls. And God will bless you and bless your marriage. I thank you all, and I wish you safe travels back to where various places you've come from. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you. Finally, I still have something for you. I wanted you to walk here before announcing it. Now, I thought of what should I give this couple as a present? Thought. Well, I've spent on my savings account, so they didn't like bring my gift. So this gift is what I'll present to you. You go out to the world, you're both entrepreneurs, how to think, how to maneuver, and how to spend them. And you'll be great people. And this is my gift for you. Beautiful. Pleasure to you.
What is it?
You know, when it's not every day that you receive this kind of powerful gift. So I want to see what is this in front of everybody. Make me big.
So here are some of the comments that I was able to gather. All right. Don Nico says she bills her father more than her husband. Ladies, take note. This is so funny. You know, there's been this trend lately about ladies not billing their fathers as much as they bill their boyfriends or their husbands. You know, you will see ladies ask their husband, their boyfriends or their husbands to give them monies in order to use those monies to either buy a hair worth over $1 million or $2 million, or to buy a car, or basically just billing them, you know, unscrupulously. And some would say they are practically stealing it, so to speak. But you don't hear them bill their fathers like that. You hardly see that. So this person is coming from from a place of hate that, you know, ladies bill their fathers more than they bill their husbands or their boyfriends. This one says, the money you don't spend is not yours. Man, I felt that line too, man. I felt that line. You know, he was just saying that based on, from the point of view where he was basically talking about how he bought 2 houses just to make the daughter happy in Dubai. One was for the wedding itself, the other one was for the after party. So, and when he said he bought those houses, I was like, geez, that's quite interesting, bro. Yeah. The money you don't spend is not yours, indeed. This one says, what a great dad a man he met, the young man, and look beyond the dreadlocks on his head. Now the future is here with so much love. Congrats to the family. I bought the house for her to make her happy. Poor Mango thinks in her AI. Online banker says, I just made a video about this guy from way back. Femi, as a smart businessman, can sense the real entrepreneurial spirit in Mr. Easy. He is about to be handed a portion of the family business to manage, and best believe he will triple whatever he's giving to him. Lovely couple. So says the real estate agent never gave up for 15 years, kept showing up at every opportunity. The sales of those 2 houses would be a massive income worth the 15 years of showing up. This is one of the major takeaway from Otedola's speech. I mean, I got inspired by so many things by Otedola's speech, but this particular one was what got me more. And this person highlighted it very well. That's Temilaya Abodori. So he told a story about how somebody has been following him up to buy a house in Dubai for 15 years. I mean, think about it. 15 years is enough for you to do. Jesus, it's like a lifetime, right? I mean, take a look at the educational goal as a person from where you were, from your kindergarten. I mean, your primary school is 6 years, right? Your university is 4 years, right? That's 10. And maybe if you're going to do a master's, just to give it a year or two, 12. I mean, 15 years is even more than your educational pursuit in life. If you want to look at it. But look at it. Somebody has, I mean, if for 15 years, you can even change your courses, not even courses, change your jobs, change practically everything about your life for 15 years. But for 15 years, somebody kept on keeping on and following up on a man and saying that one day, this guy will come and ban. And when the purchase happened, it happened back to back, 2 great houses within a short period of time. So you can imagine that. Can you imagine that? So sometimes you could be chasing something for that long and it didn't look like it was ever going to happen. There's nothing that's as bad as, chasing something and you don't get it at the end of the day. But trust me, sometimes it's just not the time. It's just not the time for that thing to click. It's not just the time yet for that thing to click. Sometimes also, God may be saving you from having something that might even kill you or destroy you. So for me, the greatest takeaway from that speech is that story about the guy who kept showing up even after, he had tried hitting on Otedola and he never wanted to buy a house in Dubai. And here you are, he's sold 2 houses, and I'm sure that the gains will be massive for him, and must have also erased all of the bad times and that he waited for 15 years. So that's the beauty of it, that sometimes when these things, the good things of life that you crave don't come, when it eventually comes, it erases all of the days and years of tears and efforts that you have put in to that work. So keeping on, stay strong, and never ever you give up.